exactly are you doing today?
Well, the purpose of this press conference is to deliver the two documents that have been referenced in the various statements to Dr. Perry Kendall, the Provincial Health Officer, for his information, so that he can no longer continue to claim that there is no evidence to suggest that the radiation from smart meters is harmful, because that's what he's been claiming, and that's what BC Hydro is claiming based on safety codes.
He's been retained by BC Hydro to assess the risk or not of smart meters. What has he done since he's been retained?
I don't think he's retained by BC Hydro. He is the Provincial Health Officer, but he is claiming that...
Did he issue a report or something?
No. He has not delivered any official report. However, his position stands that smart meters are safe from the information that he has reviewed. However, these documents that we have presented here today are new documents, and we have not received an official statement at this time regarding these specific documents. Just to add on, the reason why we're here, Steve, mentioned that the documents, of course, that's number one. But secondly, is also to rally all British Columbians to get involved in this issue. We all have a vested interest on a device that's being placed onto all of our homes and businesses.
What are our recourses, though? Because the minister has been saying, it's going ahead. That's it.
That's true. And, BC Hydro will tell you that you don't have a choice. Rich Coleman will tell you you don't have a choice. However, that is not correct. You can say no to smart meters. You can exercise your civil rights by putting a sign on your meter, taking away all consent. You do not consent to this smart meter being placed on your home, and you can send a registered letter of non-consent to BC Hydro, and you can also join our legal action and get involved. Those are things that we encourage everyone to do.
Where's the legal action at right now?
Currently, the BC Utilities Commission has received our formal complaint. They have received a response from BC Hydro. We are now waiting for the decision from the Utilities Commission if they will grant our injunction and proceed with hearings from interveners across the province.
Is there a deadline to that?
Can I ask, the purpose of this conference is actually to talk about the health implications rather than the legal action.
It's good to have an update, though.
Right. No, absolutely.
We're going to have an update.
Right, yeah. So that information is available on the website.
Everybody will ask, is there a deadline from the BCUC? Did they say they have 30 days to come back, or do they have a deadline? I don't have that information, and as I say, that's not what we're here to talk about, sorry.
Yeah, their information on the website. As far as the BCUC, I don't think there's a deadline for them. There was for BC Hydro and from our coalition. We have, as you can see here today, delivered two very important documents to our Provincial Health Officer, Dr. Perry Kendall. One from the American Academy of Environmental Medicine, which represents hundreds of medical professionals, physicians, as well as a report from the Public Health Officer in Santa Cruz, California, both specifically regarding wireless smart meters. Both of these documents, in the opinions of these medical experts, is of the utmost urgency that a moratorium be placed on any further installation of these smart meters due to the significant health evidence that there is a risk to health and environment because of the radio frequency radiation emissions.
Did they point to specific health risks?
Yes, they do point to specific health risks, such as miscarriages, cancer, learning and behavioral problems, breach of the blood-brain barrier, DNA damage, genetic code damage. These are all very significant and have been replicated and published in hundreds, if not thousands, of studies. As I had mentioned earlier in my statement, Dr. Perry Kendall, over the last couple of years, has been presented stacks of credible scientific studies and reports from international scientists, including from Canada, which have gone really to, as it appears, deaf ears. We have had no official statement from Dr. Perry Kendall at this point. We invited him to meet and receive our documents. He declined, and which is very disappointing, of course. However, we are not going to, be dissuaded by that. We have the support of many medical professionals and thousands of British Columbians behind us.
So you mentioned human rights action. That's the same as the legal action?
No, we currently have a legal complaint to the BCUC regarding the challenge that they have exceeded their scope under the Clean Energy Act for smart meters. Nowhere does it specify wireless smart meters, and that is our challenge there. Secondly, we have a human rights complaint with the BC Human Rights Tribunal regarding the denial of accommodation for people with medical conditions. That has been launched, that has been filed, yes, just in the last week, yes. And we also have, again, hundreds of people with medical diagnoses, medical letters from their own doctors stating that this would, the radiation from these meters could severely impact on the quality of these people's health. BC Hydro continues to deny any accommodation. They'll tell the public that they are working with those in opposition of smart meters. However, that has not been the evidence.
Has there been any response on the human rights complaint?
No, that. Well, currently we are gathering, all of the official documentation from the people who have actually signed on as official complainants under the Human Rights Tribunal. So we are in the process.
Delivered some documents to the Human Rights Tribunal?
Yes, we have. Yes, we have,
So
and we're. That's okay. Actually, I would really recommend for further updates to this the website Citizens for Safe Technology. That is, we keep that up to date. That will have all of the latest information as far as the human rights complaint. And Stopsmartmeters.ca is regarding the injunction with the BCUC. Yes. Thank you. Thanks. Okay.